YouTube is going to love this one when I upload the long format. But anyway, what's up? Welcome to Live. What up? Maybe I should actually angle this a little better. What's up, everybody? What up, Vincent? That's a little better. Yo, Lord, I recognized your little avatar from all the way back there. What's up? How's it going? Actually, I'm gonna put some glasses on. Yo, oh, Born Star, what up? All right. It looked like the stream was lagging for a second. Actually, let me put glasses on because maybe then I can read chat at the same time. They're just sitting right here. This helps. Oh man, it does. I can see Seamstress join in. Yo! Alright, I'm gonna catch up on chat. For the Heart Me, we got a set of 100 to do here real quick. Alright, 20 to go, and I'll catch up on chat. Alright. How is it going, everybody? I can actually see chat from here. The Buckler Shield... Oh, so yeah, super good deal. And I'll scroll up to make sure I didn't miss anything after talking to this, or talking about this. $19.95. You can still get them for like $24.95 or something. There's a different arming sword available these days. I think this design is discontinued. I should buy one though, because the thing with this, I don't like the grip. The grip eats up my hands. You know, I wish I could know how many calories. I'm going to be putting on some calories. There's 470 in here. I don't know if I'll drink this whole thing tonight, but... Alright, we're streaming until midnight, about midnight. We're on 300. Let's update the board, everybody, real quick, and then I'll scroll through chat, make sure we miss anything. This shield, though, I believe was like 180 or 150, which is a lot. But it's lasted me a long time. I'm surprised. This thing's wood. I have a lot of competition. Every sticker is a different tournament I've used it in, and not every tournament puts a sticker on there. For example, when I fought Saturday, they didn't put any stickers on. Oh, it is. So it is my absolute favorite, the Baja Blast. The only it's backwards. The only reason I would go to Taco Bell was for the frickin' Baja Blast. Now that they sell it, I don't really go to Taco Bell. All right, let me get the board. It's been a while since we've been inside. The weather's kind of crappy. I actually think it's cold. Let me grab this board real quick. Then I'm going to scroll through chat. I have not had the honeydew one. I'm going to now you mentioned it. There's a Little Caesars by me, and they supposedly had some kind of like hot mango, spicy mango. I don't know what it was. They never have it in stock when I'm there. Alright. There's a set of 300 we've done so far. I did 200 before anyone even came by. TikTok was slacking today. I think they're just kind of like feeling out the live stream tonight. They could hear the music playing. I put the word sword in the live stream. I do have. Yes, you wanna see him real quick? Because we are on a slight break before I do my next set here. Have yet to use them, but check these out. They are. Trying to get in the light here. Mouse socks. We got 2 of them. My daughter and I. Tomorrow I'm gonna try and go so she stayed over at my mom's tonight. She wanted to stay over at grandma's, so that's why we're live. As soon as I found out, I made the announcement. We're going live tonight. No boogers. That's a surprise. So I'm gonna make a board. There's someone one of my TikTok friends. Someone I watch their videos, Golden Wolf, and I'm gonna copy his axe throwing board because we're gonna have to put it up against the garage. Thanks. They were kind of expensive. Well, maybe not expensive. They're 35 bucks. I think you get them a little cheaper online, but I bought them in person. I bought them in person from somebody. Whoa. What's up? Thanks for smashing that like button. Make sure we didn't miss anything in chat. Tanya, if you're there, what's up? Probably not by now. The sword, yeah, this sword though, I'm telling you, yo, Seamstress, is that like a subscriber, it's a special subscriber thing? How about that? We're back at 5 subscribers. I uploaded a subscriber-only video today. I'm trying to think of things to do. We had a pretty cool, decent day antique shopping. If you hear me yelling, I'm trying to yell over the music. Hope it's not too bad. Banana, it is decent cardio for my arms and stuff. Tomorrow, when my daughter's at her youth group thing, I'll have 2 hours to do cardio. Maybe should I live stream a cardio session, everybody? It'll be tomorrow, like about 7:30 at night. If anyone wants me to live stream the cardio, let me know. My lower body cardio, as in like ladder drills and stuff. Usually people don't care about that. Yeah. All right. I'm glad you're getting to use them. I have a real job. I'm just off from it tonight. If I could get this as a real job, once sword fighting becomes a real job, that will be my employer. I will be my own boss. I will. Yeah. I don't know. I'd say out of the top things people come by, and people sometimes are like joking about it. They'll come by. This is what unemployment looks like. Dude, if I was unemployed, I'd have 3 more days a week to do this stuff. Alright, trying to get in a decent amount of reps. We're actually behind on the average. Ohio Renaissance Festival, though I have not been there in a few years, has our own dedicated spot for fighting, for the Cincinnati Barbarians. I've gotten the invite to come out. It's a 9-week thing. Don't be surprised if I show up at Ohio Renaissance Festival to fight. If I move this a little closer, maybe I can read it at the same time. I'm always saying, like, if I could just get a pair of goggles, then I could just read the chat. Now with the glasses, I think we're good. I'm just looking and shaking the camera. I gotta move it back a little bit. The night that does not lack this, I definitely at least am not lacking the will to keep hitting the dummy. One of the first Renaissance festivals I fought out was in New Jersey, and I fought this huge 13-pound ultra greatsword duel. It is crazy. One of the best duels I ever had. You know what? I do. We actually sometimes cut things, although it's been a while. Maybe around Halloween we'll have a live cutting live stream. That would be cool. Would anyone watch that? It would probably get restricted because we're using sharp swords, you know what I mean? Yeah? Alright, gamer. Oh, alright, thanks everybody. Well then, we'll plan it out. I have to see when I'm off work. Somewhere around Halloween. We'll cut pumpkins and gourds. Oh, gamer! Alright, game. Oh! Gamer at heart. Alright, a good set. A good set. We're at like 20. I'm starting over. We're gonna do we're getting you a good set here for the gifts. And just if you don't know or know, when I make the highlight video for this, you're in the credits. It's like the little, like, I don't know, way to say thanks for the gifts. Alright, here we go. I always make a noise whenever I go for the knee. Is the music up too loud? Let me know. I'm gonna do another one just for you for 2 gifts. It is a buckler, a good volume. Thanks for the feedback. Quiet Foal, what up? I will scroll through chat in 1 second. Let me do another good set here for the 2 donations there. Meaning I'm jumping around more. Be a little more active. Thanks for the like button. Gamer at heart, thank you for those gifts. Let me scroll through chat. We're now at like 220. I have not written down. Let's write it down right now, because I will forget. I got a good blister on this hand. I'm trying to keep this glove on because I have it wrapped with a Band-Aid. 220. Pretty accurate count tonight. Yo! Body Powerful, what up? It's been a while since we streamed at night. We're at 5:20. Let me roll through chat, make sure I didn't miss anything. I know there's a question about the buckler. I think Quiet asked about it. That was her name. Oh yeah. Yes, let me tell you about the anime convention. I just want to did I miss something about a buckler? I tried to miss any comments. Yeah, right. Okay, cool. Then we're good. We'll probably cut some pool noodles. We'll have Halloween themed things too, like pumpkins and stuff. Thanks for hitting the like button. All right, almost caught up on chat, it appears. So the anime thing. When did the Roman Empire fall? No stabs because in Boo Hurt when allowed. I'll show you why. Actually, I can't show you why. My helmet isn't here. Come with me. I'll show you why. We gotta feed the hamster too, everybody. We gotta feed Jimmy. Hang on. All right. We'll feed Jimmy after. Oh, Jeremy. I owe Jeremy a set now too. See how open these eye slots are? This is my helmet that has more eye slots. I have one that's like super wide open eyes. But that's why we can't stab, because we don't have the helmets for it. We'll see. If I see the hamster alarm go off while we're streaming, we'll come back. Jeremy, thank you. Oh, well, I do have a thing here for, I appreciate it. Whenever there's a gift, I do try to bump up the intensity for a set or two. I appreciate that. I appreciate the no obligation. Thanks for that like button. Jesus, we're at 8.8 thousand. That's insane. Alright, so this anime convention, right? The Roman fell with Caesar. It is a trick question. That's the thing. Halberd would be great against tonight. Better than a sword. Yeah, so we can't stab because, as you can see, we'd probably lose an eye. Interesting topic here with the Roman Empire. Yo, Nate the Great, what up? So, Jeremy, thank you. This set is for you. And anime convention. It's not just generally anime, but there were tons of people there in the anime cosplays. But I just thought at Dragon Con, it was like the best crowd ever, because when I was doing the live stream, I was zooming in on some people's costumes. There's like Mario and Luigi sitting there watching us fight. It was great. You know, there's a whole lot of Demon Slayer cosplays, for example. You know, so not, it wasn't just anime, but it's like an entertainment industry convention, I guess. Wooden club, yeah. Oh, heck yeah. I would totally use a wooden club more than a sword if I was fighting a knight. As long as it was weight, as long as it was sturdy. I'd pick steel over wood, unless the wood is like a definite. I'm trusting it. Right. And the other thing with the halberd, if you have a polearm that has a hammer on the end, you can use that hammer just to bash your armor. Salmon, what up? You use the hammer on the back of one. Oh, I owe Salmon that's another. Jeremy, just like Salmon with that heart me. A set for Jeremy and a set for Lord Salmon. Whoa! Alright, I appreciate it. Here we go, everybody. And then I'll talk about some pole arms, or if we have another topic in chat. Let me do a couple sets here real quick. Let me actually scroll up because I will lose track. I found sometimes by doing that. Alright. Now when I look back at chat, I won't get lost. If you comment between now and the next two sets, I will get to it very soon. Here we go. This set's for Jeremy. Glasses are falling off. now we got to set for Lord Salmon. Then I'll catch up on chat right after that. I hope the camera isn't shaking too much when we're jumping around, but I bet it is at least a little bit. Quick breather. Turn the hat sideways a little bit like we usually do on here. Whoa! That is an instant set of 100, Jeremy. Now we got another 100 for Salmon, and I'll catch up on chat. Here we go. When your arms get tired, give him a hug and hit him in the back. Almost there. All right. Oh. We're going to do a left-handed set next time we get on this because, boy, my right hand's a little worn out. All right. Thank you for the donations, by the way. Much appreciated. So tomorrow, the other thing, too, I'm going to try and get my daughter to help me record it. I'm going to go buy the new light for the spotlight. It burned out yesterday. Crazy. Chat room pitched in. I didn't ask it or anything, you know, and we got enough to buy a new light. Crazy. Oh, okay. So maybe it's an added effect. The floor is just shaking from the hits, from a little stupid sword hit. The concussive force is traveling. Oh, Born Star, thanks. Hey, and just so we know, y'all can help me in the future try and plan what to do. Because after we hit 1 million hits, what am I going to do? I thought of cutting stuff, but I thought that could get expensive and a little boring. My first one is going to be to get a bra and cut it right down the middle. But I'm thinking like, well, how am I going to make a whole live stream out of that? I will probably at least every 4 days, 3 or 4 days, be hitting dummy. What do y'all think? I mean, just stick with that or what? Not Perry. In Boohurt, that's all we got to do. Yo, Salmon! Thank you. What was that? What did I miss? What comment did you pin? The halberd? Born Star, man. Hey, Born Star. Let me get a screenshot. You get the VIP of the day. I always make a highlight. The subscribers, even if someone subscribes, never comes back. They're always in a highlight video. And then anyone who, even if it's just a coin, gets in the credits. And a shout out for the special guest. The highlight for this will be uploaded though in 2 days. I'm getting backed up on videos. All right. So we'll keep the shake. I can't actually get rid of the shaking. So in this sport, it doesn't matter how you swing a sword. You just hit them. If anyone wants to watch, check out my I got my highlight video for my longsword fight about 8 videos ago. I swing it a lot different when I'm actually like fighting somebody. Oh, a chance wheel. Another screenshot to save that. That's an idea. Never cut up on chat. That could be. Thanks for smashing that like button this whole time. Crazy, everybody. This is the only kind of music I listen to, by the way. For the most part. I did go to a Ringo Starr concert this year. Yeah, Salmon's got the good ideas. I should have. I could have went to Depeche Mode. It was sold out. I was gonna buy tickets. I should have just. Depeche Mode is what I started listening to when I first started listening to music, like on my own. Depeche Mode was actually like my favorite band forever, and I actually didn't go see them. We just bought Paul McCartney tickets at face value. We spent over $1,000. It's insane. That's what they went for a decent seat. No way! Oh man, I should have just went. So one of my friends that I grew up with started doing laser light shows, right? For parties and DJs here, like in this little smaller town south of Pittsburgh. Enjoy the silence is yes. Jeremy, so wow, man, we got good music taste in here today. Way back in the day, my friend used to do laser shows for like the DJs and local stuff around here. Well, now he does, and this is like no joke. Like he does, like he did Madonna's lighting effects or whatever. Like he has this huge company now that does this stuff. So he flew his plane to go watch Depeche Mode. I should have been like, man, can I catch a ride with you? Nice. Oh yeah, laser light shows are the best. And you know what really screwed him? So check this out. He was there was one type of laser. It's been a while since he told me this. There's some type of laser that was only like available here in the USA. Well, he had an employee that actually leaked the schematics for the light to China, and China started building the same kind of laser light, which is just crazy. So yeah, that's he actually lost business from that because now China has some other kind of like competitive laser that, or some, I don't know, a laser or a system or something. But anyway, yeah. So now because his employee was like a spy or something, right? Now he doesn't. Now they like don't have the exclusive equipment for some of these things that you run lasers with. It's yeah. I used to listen. Now it's been a while, but I used to know every Depeche Mode song, like word for word. Mike, what up? This is all that this sport cares about. That you for a hit. They don't care how you swing a sword. This counts. They don't care. You don't have to swing a sword like all technical and stuff and boo hurt. You can if you want, but it doesn't help you out any. It doesn't help you out as much as you think. Whenever someone can just come up and do this. Mindlessly bonking. Poleaxe halberd. poleaxe in Boohurt. Because Halberd won't let you put a point on it. I see the comment. Ween strike. All right. Here, we'll give you three ween strikes. Thanks, Simon, for pinning that. All right, here's one with the sword. Here's one with the foot. And here's one with the buckler. A forbidden target in Boohurt. I only listen to electronic music, if possible. We'll see how things go during life, but I may listen to things here and there once in a while, other than that. Oh! Well, this league, I'll tell you what, cup check, yeah. Mia, are you still here? I just want to answer. I just want to make sure you're here if I'm going to answer the question. Yes. All right. So this league is very inclusive, and there are. So I've lost to both, and I'm not trying to be like, but I've lost to opposite gender or people that identify as an opposite gender of me more than once. One of the hardest fights I had was against Brooke. Me trying to get Brooke on the ground for over 45 seconds. I'm wrestling her, right? Like, check this out. At the time, I was probably 220 pounds. I'm 6 foot tall. She comes up to about here on me, and we're both in armor. 3-on-3s. Everybody is down except for me and her. I had a one-handed axe and a big round shield. I'm just going like this for something to do, like to swing at her. She grabs my axe, so I'm like, okay, so now we have to get in close quarters, and we're wrestling. 45 seconds, I could not get her on the ground. The only reason that I disqualified her was because I had finally got enough leverage to get over top and push her out. Thanks for the follow. And I actually pushed her out underneath the railing so she was out of bounds. Huh. And yeah, I mean, and then I've gotten beat by in other fights, you know. There's some killers out there of every I might not be cool up to date on lingo, but any gender you can think of, this sport, you know, people don't sweat it. Some people do, but you know, I don't. And everybody gets along for the most part, and I've gotten beat by a lot of people in the team stuff. Oh, bro, she was a tank. Medieval military unit. That's a good one that you picked there. Mine, medieval unit. I would probably pick. They would have more endurance to me. You're right. Yo, what's up, OG Toast? I would say that if I had to pick a unit, mercenary, either German or Swedish, Landsknecht, or what's the other one called? Rice something. It sounds like the word rice. I guess you could, yeah. I mean, they're a unit for hire. Just and more for the clothing, the clothing and the longer swords. Swiss, yeah. Did I say Swiss? Yeah. What I think Germans have an X pattern, and I think the Swiss have a cross pattern. Yeah, I'm talking about like mercenaries, the ones that had the poofy clothing and stuff like that. For the looks, maybe I don't know about the fighting style, but I mean, if you're still alive and you're getting paid, you gotta be good, I guess. we could just end it right there. 172. That's what I remember. 172. Oh, Jeremy, that's an awesome theme. Yeah, Big Dumb Viking is a good option too. Big and dumb. They just are here to pillage and do other stuff. Words I probably can't say on live. There's a dude that has a really nice Romance of Alexander armor theme. And that's crazy, everybody. I just saw like 15,000 almost. Crazy. Let me give a shout out to everybody who's here. That was 200 we got right on the board. Jeremy, Salmon, Rice Farmer, OG Toast, Talon, hey Talon, Mr. Wolf. Good to see everybody. Getting some hits on the dummy. My daughter wanted to stay at my mom's for the night, so I was like, all right. I guess we're hitting dummy a little bit. We haven't had a music broadcast for a while. I think it sounds a little loud. I know that we did a sound check and everyone said it was alright. Just in case, we're going to turn that down a little bit. If I was as cool as Salmon, I'd know how to play music through the actual live stream. Actually, I'm on a phone. I don't think I can. Alright, here we go. We got 200 to write down still. We are at 6. We're at 1,000. 1,020 for the night so far. Oh! Jeremy, what up? All right, here we go. A little bit more oomph in this set. This will put us at a 300 that we have not recorded yet. I got my next fight coming up. I found out the times finally, everybody. Thank you, Jeremy, for that. Next fight, this Saturday. I keep straying, I'm about to finish. This Saturday, I'll tell you about the fight. Let's get to the climax of the set here. Thanks for that like. Oh, boom. So, I was just saying, my next fight, Saturday, 12:50. It's some odd time, I think, or 12:30. Maybe it was 12:30. Is my next actual fight in South Carolina. Hey, Lord, Salmon with the emote. I wish I could like emotes. Oh, hey, I just liked my own live somehow. But try tonight, like the live. I don't know. I never have a Squire anymore. My daughter's in school, so she's not coming. I'll ask my new girlfriend if she wants to come. I don't think she will because it's too soon. She has stuff going on. I think that's the weekend she's doing something that weekend, I think. We'll see how it looks. So if there's a chance I can set up a camera, I will. I'll at least live stream everyone else. We'll see how it goes. It'd be nice to have someone live stream it though. I'll have some live streams from there. We're fighting at a Ren fair. Yo, what's up, Gentry, what up again? How's it going? What? Really? Huh. Okay. I need a screenshot of that too. Okay, I gotta look that up too. If you ever see me taking screenshots, you probably know because I've said it before, so I remember to look into that stuff. Kind of like the drone tracking, but a bracelet. I feel what you're saying. Let me drink some real water here. So we're not just drinking Baja Blast all night. Plus, I gotta go to bed around midnight. Salmon, thank you for the repost. What's up, Huntinator? How's it going? The rare, as it's been usually rare lately, nighttime live stream. What up? Thanks for like, Huntinator. And for getting the red badge for hitting the like button. Salmon! Alright, this next set's for you. That was another set of 100. Here we go for another one. I need to get some left-handed work in here. Oh, an OG Toast. Also, thank you for the share. Oh, man. I believe that was 500. We have not written down yet. We're doing another set, left-handed. So, yeah, the fights, if I can live stream it, I will. The other problem, too, is if it's raining out, I won't have to... Mango! Let's just write it down. Should we? Okay, so now we're back, just so we know, back at 0. Thanks for the confirmation there. Alright, now we're back at 0. Thanks for smashing that like button. So if the weather sucks, I can't put my camera out, my phone out, whatever. Yeah, it would be. We're getting to that point. Don't want to start forgetting these numbers. A little bit of some left-handed work. Yeah, so if it's like raining, I can't leave the camera out there by itself while I'm fighting. We'll see. I would love to live stream it. Maybe at least I'll get some footage. If I'm lucky, they'll have a live stream and I can actually just steal the footage off of them online later. I can so see that camera shaking. That's so weird because it's not like, I don't know. I guess I'm in a house from the 1800s. Yo, Salmon with the cool, or Jeremy with the cool button. The cool emote there, whatever you call it, emoji thing. Tap, tap. That's awesome. All right, I'm just gonna call this 50. I'm pretty sure we're over. Whew. Wearing out my left tricep a little bit. If I could get like another 3,000 tonight, that'd be great. That's a whole extra day we caught up. I'm so far behind in the and I have to actually now the average. I have to clear. I have to do almost 2,900 hits a day to get over the total. The axe train today, cutting them. Ooh, that's a workout for sure. Jeremy, oh look at that. Actually, TikTok's functioning correctly for once. I can put the celebration sticker up there for you. Let's see if it'll actually have enough characters to write your whole name. Come on, TikTok. There we go. Yo! And what's up, Duck? If you're there. Oh no! You actually almost got hurt by it though too. That'd be horrible. Well, I'm glad you're all right. That'd be bad. Unfortunate. Even just to get hit in the calf with something hard would suck. Even if it's not like a sharp edge or something. Yo, what up? So I'm hitting this dummy 1,000,000 times in a year or less. I'm actually just talking how we're behind. Oh, and thanks for the repost. We're over though, day 83. We're over 200,000 hits on this thing. I had a fight last Saturday. I have a fight Saturday. Fighting in armor, dueling. This is more just like hitting a dummy. I have some highlight videos on my channel of me fighting where I'm actually doing other things like blocking and running around and making intelligent choices where to hit people, not just whack whack like we are here. And it all started. Let me log this set and I will tell you how it all started. Alright. And we'll do a couple here extra just in case. I'm pretty sure this is well over 100 now. Is that Tyler? Tyler! No, thank you, Tyler. I tried. I try to be. What up? Yeah, Tyler got second place in that buckler tournament. I'll tell you how I even started to do this whole 1,000,000 hits thing. Heck yeah! I'm gonna be a Schwartzby with you. That's all right. So, some of those fights, when I was fighting McKinney, man, I swear we were hitting each other to 12. Like we were. We each had to hit each other more than 5 times. But that's how buckler is, you know. You have to have a decisive lead in many cases with that. So Tyler's left-handed fighter. I should have fought left-handed like I said I was going to. Yeah, right? Like it's crazy. Like some of those hits are clean hits, they didn't count them. So and OG might like this idea or might hate this idea. So since Tyler's left-hander, he was still hitting me, but instead of standing like this, I was angling this way. So I would have more, I was trying to involve my shield in cutting angles down on his attacks more than standing this way and having to reach across my body. I figured instead of reaching across my body, I would angle myself this way. All right, cool. Yeah, Tyler though, he was still nailing me though, you know. But I felt a little bit more confident on an off, like an angle. But anyway, yeah, it was a good fight, man. We have 100 to write down on there. So the way I even started to do this, to hit this a million times. Cool. All right. Appreciate your opinion on that. A while ago, somebody here might have heard this, maybe not. Oh yes, yo, what's up, Wooba? Inside today. It's actually a little cold out there. I could perfectly fight outside where it's in the low 60s, but I was like, man, I wasn't feeling it. Cool. Yeah. Well, all right. Well, thanks for your feedback on that too, Tyler. Actually, that's how I beat Chester, this dude named Chester in at Carolina Carnage. But I stood exactly sideways like this. But I stood back a little bit farther than him too. And every time he moved, I was continually like staying at that angle. Didn't work this time though. Yeah. Oh, Tyler. It's the Tylers are in the house tonight. So a while back, some people here might have heard this story. I posted on the big Facebook group. I was like, who would fight me for an hour? A longsword duel. I was like, come out. I was like, we'll pick a place to meet. You pick a place to meet. You bring like a squire or two squires, something like that. You get armored up. You take your time getting ready, no rush. When you stand on opposite sides, you say hi and you talk a million, but once you start getting ready, you stay on opposite sides. Your squires or whatever gets you ready. You take your time. There's no specific start time, but you obviously don't want to like take all day getting ready. When you're feeling up for it, you send your squire to the middle. It's like out in the field. There's no out of bounds. Your squire goes and stands there, or squires. When the other guy's ready, his come out. You know, they agree. They're like, okay, we're gonna start. You have a timekeeper, and you have a bunch of points counters because it's gonna be tiring to count points for an hour. So just to make sure, you got a couple backups in case they miscount or somebody forgets. When you're ready, squires come back. You walk out. You tap swords. You have an hour to get as many hits as you can on the other person. No out of bounds. The only rule is you can't continually just backpedal and avoid encounters. People are like, this is stupid. I was like, I think it's pretty cool. You get two like 5 or 10 minute breaks where, as long as you're not engaged in the combat, you can like raise your hand. That's your timeout. Go get some water, get your helmet off, sit under a tree, whatever the heck you want to do. What's up, Dave? When that time's up, you go back. The time starts again. Touch swords. Time starts again. You fight until an hour of fighting has passed, and then you see who wins. I thought it was a fantastic idea. Everyone thinks it's stupid, so I was like, well, I need something to do. So I was like, well, I already hit this dummy a whole bunch of times. Like I was already hitting it like about 4,000 times every 4th day. That's what my typical workout was. I was like, maybe I'll just like live stream on here or something. So that's how it started. So about 90 days ago, I had my longsword fight idea. No one would do it. Moss, who was here like last night, OG, was the one who actually said he'd consider it. Oh, Jesus. Oh my God, Jeremy. Hey man, No pressure at all. I thank you for smashing that button. That's insane. And you know, like, we got a pretty good group when, you know, like Salmon, who's here live streaming stuff, and we like smash a button with him. And the one time he was at 100,000 likes. It's crazy. Crazy night that night. Alright, that's definitely 50. That we gotta write down. We're at 150. So yeah, the thing is, you get a whole hour fighting, and then at the end, it's whoever wins. It could be like, and I'm saying you're not even swinging the whole time. It's not like you're gonna be swinging the whole hour. You might just swing a whole bunch of times and sit there because you're both tired. Someone comes over, tries to tap you a couple times, you might block it and stand there. You can throw one strike in an hour. I don't care. The rule is you don't purposely avoid combat. If they're gonna engage you, yeah, you can walk a little bit, but you can't walk back like 20 feet. I don't care if you go down a hill, through a creek, up into the woods. There's no out of bounds. Wherever it ends. Maybe yeah, in the future. Let's say sometime in 2026, I want to do that. After this whole thing's done, that'll be the thing. Then after this is done, I want to get an hour sword fight. That way, I'll start announcing it. That way, anyone who wants to try it, I think it'd be great. I fought an endurance fight before. I've done a couple. It was like a we called it a submission fight, where there's no time limit. The longest I did was 7.5 minutes or 8 minutes. Duel of 50. Wait, what is it? What is a duel of 50? Or a century? You're talking about like to 50 hits? What's up, Garen? Oh, I see what you're saying. First, yeah, I would so do it. Oh, 1v1. I'd be down for that. Some people do that for their birthday, right? I know in the HEMA, the sword fighting school I go to, people do that. They'll have like for their 30th birthday, 32nd birthday, they fight like 32 times, you know what I mean? A little bit over here, but that should be 200 to write down. Oh right, yeah. I was even looking at it. Cool, man. Yeah. Hey, well, congrats on that. TikTok does. I don't know why it doesn't do the congrats for everybody. Oh, are you? Oh no. Wait, you're late. Late B-Day. Tyler, man. Well, have fun with that. I definitely would love to do something like that. My birthday's in December. Maybe I should go do oh my god, 47 fights? I'm almost naturally out of 50. A half century duel. Yeah. I'm just thinking I could so go up there and see if anyone want to do it. I still pay my membership at that HEMA school, even though I only get to an event like once in a while. They'd so do it. I'd have to do it on a Friday night, like when everybody's there. Which December are you talking about? You're not talking about which event do you have in December? I'm going to fight at the castle tournament in Virginia. What up there, Sim? Oh, wait. That should be a 50. So wait, let me ask you something. Are you fighting to one hit to win, Tyler? Or you're not fighting like 27 or something minutes, like minute rounds, are you? Yeah, when I'm thinking about it, I'm talking about the one hit. 32 buckler, 30, why was I thinking you're 27? 32 buckler rounds. Okay, all right, that's cool. Man, that's gonna be killer. Huh, yeah, all right. Definitely get some sleep before that. Doing a couple extra hits at the end here, just in case I miscounted a little bit. I need to stop drinking the Mountain Dew because we're streaming till midnight, everybody, just so we know. Oh, I bet. Can you imagine getting hit by... Oh my gosh. Daughter had that car ride. That's like one of the longest trips. If it's almost done, I'm so happy for you. That will be so long. That's one of the longest car rides. We used to drive to Florida all the time. I hated it. It was a 16-hour drive. I've been in that situation. Probably about the same age. I hated sitting in the car for that long. Yeah, Danax. Yep. Can you imagine though fighting polearm rounds like that? Getting hit that many times. Yeah. Before we forget, let me write that down. Let me put some markers on here. We're gonna get at least 3 more. Oh, we got plenty of time. I thought it was almost midnight. Gotta stop drinking Mountain Dew because I gotta be able to fall asleep here in a little bit. Yo, Judo night. Oh, what up, Tony? This late at night. Nate, Tony, freaking Salmon. Boo the Hurt hasn't been by. I don't know if Boo the Hurt, he might be working. We've been seeing everybody tonight. OG Toast. Huntinator's been here. Been crazy. The whole reason I'm even on now is my daughter wanted to stay at grandma's. So I was like, what else am I going to do? Listen to some music. Talon. Oh, and I'm an idiot. Talon reminded me. Talon's here. My bad. Yeah. What's up? I love this song here too. All I listen to is techno. My bad. It would be with that many back-to-back duels. One of my friends is 62. He fought like he fights every year, or he's 65 now. He goes and still does his birthday duels for HEMA. Hey Tony, what up? Trying to just get some muscle memory down here now, like to remember, like after I hit, get that sword back. gonna suck. So I upload. I think we all know. I upload these whole live streams get logged in. Like I upload the whole live stream to YouTube as a backup, and so it's on record. And when I do it inside and have the music playing, it's an instant like copyright issue. But that's fine, whatever. As long as it's all logged. That's one reason why I've tried not to do a whole lot of the music live streams lately. Moss is here. What up, Moss? If you're still here. Oh yeah, but like I was saying earlier though, like for the most part, I try not to strike through on purpose. I try to hit and pull back. It's my personal feeling on fighting Boohurt. Sometimes, like yeah, I actually do that a lot more when I fight left-handed, like strike through. But the thing is, because since I'm just like, I feel if I'm really striking through, I do sometimes for a combo or something, like maybe come around this way and strike through to get down here or something. But for the most part, I try and retract without like cutting through the target. Like I had a video back a while back where my whole thing in Boohurt, the Boohurt thing, I fight like a Lego person, where my arm just kind of does this, a little bit of some wrist flick, but and the whole now I'm saying yeah right, but I do though, like if I'm fighting out there and I have a if I have another move to do, if I'm looking, I'm trying to come down here to maybe here, you know, I will kind of go like bonk through like that. But for the most part, I'm just bonk bonk. Oh right, yeah. Like Boohurt steel fighting is a little different because they want you to have like three joints in motion to count for a hit and stuff like that. I love SCA steel fighting because you actually pick the weapons you want to use. And I'm thinking of like even just watching a lot of the longsword people that fight like that. I don't think most people. I don't think there's a lot of cutting through in that either. There are people who do, but it's kind of rare. I actually like. I can tell you right now, in the last longsword fight that I had, it's just it's hit. Try and just get the next hit in somewhere that you can. There's not a whole lot of there's really almost never any upswings, no like Unterhaus. There's nothing crazy. No one ever crosses their hands, cross it for, you know, like it's that's why it's kind of and I will always agree with everybody who says Boohurt sword fighting is kind of boring. I don't necessarily think so, but I would always agree because you cannot stab and you don't have there's no incentive to do a lot of crazy cool stuff. Yo, what's up, Omni Dad? If you're there, I thought I saw your little avatar. I'm starting to recognize people's. I love longsword more than anything. Out of all the formats they have, polearm. I tried it this year. I got wrecked. I did a polearm tournament. I didn't even win a single round. I just got destroyed. I was fighting people who fight polearm all the time for fun. Not me. I use polearm in the team stuff. It's a lot different though whenever I only have to swing it like 5 or 6 times, maybe like 20 times if it's a longer round, 5 on 5, compared to having to hit somebody 30 times, 40 times, and I'm the only target. Oh, I said I gotta quit drinking the Mountain Dew so I can go to bed. I believe that was 200. So we just kind of ended that there. The next couple sets, I'm gonna keep a very accurate count to make up for for that one. Yeah. Oh, I would love to. So you want to talk spear? Because I use spear, but I'm kind of new to it. Do you have any tips for spear in the SCA? Say like spear in a mass battle, where you're with other people around you. You're not like alone, and you have some other spears, some other shields. So I know sometimes we'll have we've had rows of shields to make shield walls, and the spears can have an aisle to go up between them, you know, so they can do that and retreat and stuff like that. Got any tips on like when you're out there with the spear? Like, what are you thinking, or what's your technique or anything? I don't know. If you got any tips, that doesn't mean that doesn't require to type like a paragraph or something more than you feel like doing. What's up, Tribal Warrior? Yeah, alright. Yeah, that's the main one, yep. What's up there? Hayes Done. Yeah, one of the coolest things I ever did. What? Oh, I see what you're saying. I missed it. No, I didn't miss it. Let me turn the volume down on here. What up?
Hey, not much. So, the biggest advice I can give you in Spear is you want to stay behind and to one side of your shield wallman. So you're going to have that shield wall in front of you.
Yeah, right.
And you're going to want to stay like behind and to their right. And with your right hand at the butt spike or at your counterweight, what would be your butt spike, you're deriving your power from your right arm, and you use your left arm almost like a pull cue and guide it to poke.
Gotcha. All right.
Now you can do that overhand or underhand grip, depending on what's comfortable for what you're working.
Over even like this way.
Yeah. But you're going to want your hand just about at your counterweight.
You did say poke.
And you're using your left hand just very loosely on the haft, just as the guide.
Gotcha. Do you ever like extend it, like you ever go for any kind of shots like where you're going like
when you have to step into it? Yes. And that's if I'm going for their spearman, let's say. I will use my left hand, and instead of being completely gripped around the haft, I'll open it up so it's V'd and it's right in that couch of your thumb and your finger.
Yeah.
And thrust through and bring my right hand right through my left and step through the shot.
All right, I see what you're saying.
Where the left hand's there to guide it as long as possible. And then when I'm out of left hand, I'm stepping through my shot and trying to drive my weight with it.
Weight with it. All right.
You always want to, and then to recover that, you're just going to take a quick back step and coil back on your right arm.
To draw it back or whatever.
Yeah, you're just going to coil back on your right arm, get a hold of the haft somewhere on the way back. Now, underhand, that's going to put you beside their shield. One of the cool things with doing the overhand is you can actually, instead of using your left hand, you can use their shield of your shield wall.
Oh. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Guide point.
Oh, yeah.
And that's right, your spear right over that, and it blasts them right in the face.
That's such a good idea. Jaybird, yeah. What? Mom is away for the weekend, so we're up in the living room.
But yeah, that's the biggest things that I can say with spears. Get comfortable with doing things like that.
Yeah.
Because
that's such a good idea right there.
Yeah. You just ride it on their shield and blast the other guy in the face. Depending on, it's like if you're working with a halberd, you can use it as a spear, you can use it as an axe, you can use it as a bill hook.
Right.
So you can certainly use a halberd in that same manner.
Okay.
And draw back into using it as a two-handed axe, where you've got your right hand. It's still going to be your low hand, so you're going to be fighting southpaw for a second unless you transition.
Right.
But you can get a nice axe swing off of that. And halberds are really nice for that. The other thing that's nice to do, not always with spears unless you have some good boar spikes on there, is fouling the opponent's shield.
What did you say? The shield?
So fouling your opponent's shield,
Yeah.
if you've got boar spikes on your spear,
okay,
you know what the boar spikes are, right?
Yeah, yeah, right.
So you feint the shot to their head, and you take your left hand, grab a hold of the haft of your spear, and you draw down and back towards yourself and recover. So the person in your shield wall now has the opening because you've opened their shield up.
I see what you're saying there. Oh, yeah. That's pretty slick.
Yeah, that's a real slick technique that once you get it down, it's really handy because you can start getting assists that way.
Right. Yeah, like for instance, if this was like the spear tip this way.
Yeah.
So hooking, you can pull.
Over, hook, and pull back.
Yeah.
Yep. And
you're probably pulling it like away from them.
Exactly. You're pulling away from them, which is going to open them up, break their shield wall ever so slightly, which allows the people in your shield wall or another spearman to come across and get that opening.
That's
a nice chest opening.
Yeah, definitely.
Spear work is a lot of fun, but you really want to have a guy with a shield in front of you so you're not constantly on the back foot.
Right.
Now, spear versus sword and board one-on-one, you almost, like a jack-in-the-box, you want to keep that tip moving in small circles, not because it makes it any easier for you. Yeah, you want to keep moving around, and you almost want to use your right hand to do that motion more than your left, because it keeps your opponent's eye on the tip and not where you're taking a thrust. So you can move in a small circle about your target area.
Feather fall. I see what you're saying about that, too. Feather fall.
And it's just a lot of spear work it's
making some noise.
But it's a lifetime of practice.
Yeah. I definitely need to get my spear out and start working on it. I have one. I'm not authorizing it. I've only have one to be. Oh my God, feather 153.
Wow. What I would suggest as well is once you get your million hits done with the sword,
yeah,
provided the last doesn't completely destroy your Pell dummy.
Oh, yeah.
Um, 'Cause it might, but use the Pell dummy and put a junk helmet on it to try ringing the bell.
Uh-huh.
Because that the important thing with the spear is your aiming.
Okay, right.
It's all about aiming for small target areas. Because the spear is greatly effective if you hit them in the right spot. If you don't hit them in the right spot, it doesn't do shit.
Feather, I owe you a good set for that. More than one set. Something I have in the backyard is a helmet attached to a rope that goes over the tree where my daughter can kind of like raise and lower it so I can with the spear.
That would be good. Because the big thing with spear is not so much the power behind it, it's the fact that you can reach out and touch somebody in a very small target area from a great distance.
Right, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
That's more of the thing to practice with spear. It's not trying to generate a lot of power on those hits because that's going to naturally happen. It's generating very precise hits.
Right, okay, I see what you're saying.
So, unlike with a sword where you do need to practice to generate power, with an axe you have to practice to generate power on that hit because the effectiveness is the power.
Right.
With a spear, the effectiveness is the targeting.
Makes sense.
I might suggest when you do your spear authorization, go ahead and pick up halberd at the same time.
Okay.
Just because the two are so very similar, and then you can make up your mind on the field. Well, am I going to use the halberd or the spear?
Gotcha. Yeah.
I've seen it done not super often, but I've seen it done with halberd and buckler.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So instead of having to parry all of their strikes with the haft of the halberd,
right,
you still have the buckler in your left hand.
Okay, all right, yeah, that makes sense too.
That all depends on how big your grip is because, you know, you got to be able to get a hold of your shield and the haft of the halberd at the same time.
Gotcha. Benny, this is a buckler, kind of like what Toast was talking about. Although maybe I don't know what size buckler. You're talking about a bigger buckler than this?
I've seen that small with a halberd, and it might be that they had that strapped on. It might have been one of the strap-on bucklers,
right,
not a center boss.
Yeah.
But I've seen buckler with halberd before, which makes a lot of sense. That okay, I can punch block with my left hand.
Yeah. And I've seen some booherd people use a buckler. It's usually a little bit smaller and lighter, but I've seen them use that with a halberd or a polearm in booherd.
Yeah, it's not uncommon to see a buckler with a polearm.
Thanks,
there's a lot of uses to it, and it gives you that very good defense option and also an offhand strike because you can use the edge of the shield and shield back.
Right.
It gives you an offhanded blunt weapon, and you're not really spending any extra gear weight on it.
Right. All right. Yeah, makes sense.
There's one type of shield that straps onto you that I would consider, but it's not list legal in the SCA.
Uh-huh.
And I'm betting it's not list legal for booherd or just about anywhere, and that's the Scottish Targe.
I don't know that one.
So the Scottish Targe has an 11-inch blade that comes out of the center boss.
All right.
A stabbing blade. It's a thrusting weapon as well as your shield. So it's meant so you just backhand somebody with it and hit them with the 11 inches of pokey bait.
And that's an SCA legal thing. You're saying you can use
No,
those?
that is not list legal.
Oh, oh,
That is absolutely not list legal, or else I would probably consider using a target.
oh. I didn't know if they had a version you could do.
No. It's too much of a thrusting tip, and they're afraid of how much power you can generate on that because
Yeah, I could see that.
you can do a lot of damage with that. That goes into shield protrusions and things of that nature. That you're only allowed protrusions from your shield yay so far. I can't remember what the actual dimension is off the top of my head. I'd have to look at the books. But yeah, a Targe is its own weapon and your shield.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
There are treatises on how to use it by itself or with a dirk, or oftentimes with a dirk and a basketed claymore.
Oh, I love basket claymore.
Yeah, the basket claymores, a dirk in the other hand, and the Targe is strapped to you, so you have a down stab with the dirk, a backhand with the Targe, and then obviously you have your sword that you can work with however you need to. And that's again in using a dagger or a dirk in that transverse grip. Water.
Yeah.
Water good.
But-
Water good. Mountain Dew bad.
yeah, yeah. I know Featherfall is my hydration queen. Always remind me.
Yes. Hydrate before you dihydrate.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's the biggest things that I can tell you with using a spear or pole arms is they're accuracy weapons. They are not brute force.
Gotcha. Yeah, that makes
And
sense.
that's not saying that a sword is always brute force. There is a lot of finesse to it. But the accuracy of a sword versus the accuracy required for a spear are two entirely different things.
Right, totally.
Or another thing you might consider is getting into glaive work, where it's kind of the best of both worlds, where you got a sword on a 4-foot haft. You know, use it as a spear, use it as a sword, use it as a lever. Gives you a lot more options.
Those seem like shorter. Is there? Do you know? Is there a limit on how long those are? They seem like they're. I mean, is there in the rule books? Is there a max limit on those? It seems like everyone I see using them, it seems like they're shorter than I thought they should be.
Glaives are a little shorter because having that full sword blade on there,
Yeah.
you want to be able to use that for slashing and cuts, as well as thrusting.
Okay.
It's not entirely a thrusting or a slashing weapon. It's a little of both, like a sword.
Gotcha.
I don't know the SCA list rules on glaives. Off the top of my head, again, that's one I'd have to look in the books.
Yeah.
I know they just, was it this year or last year, that they had everybody standardized to 9-foot spears.
Right. Yeah. I did see that.
That it's a 9-foot standard for a basic thrusting spear. And you're allowed bore spikes up to, I think, 3 inches on each side of the thrusting tip.
Okay.
And there's a couple things historically in spear use, not in SCA use, that bore spike is really useful for.
Okay.
Much like boar hunting, you poke somebody in the wrong place, or you poke them in a place that's not immediately going to incapacitate them, they're going to try and climb that spear and get you.
right.
And that's what the boar spike is there for, is to stop somebody from climbing the spear after you.
Okay.
One thing that I do suggest is, especially if you're doing it in the SCA, make sure that your back pedal is on point. Because invariably as a spearman, you will get separated from a shield wall. You'll get to a point where it's you, your spear, and some other dude.
Yeah.
And they're going to get in under your guard. So make sure your back pedal is on point. Be willing to drop your spear and transition to a sword, transition to something else.
Drop it and
transition to a dagger and go to that with a dagger and board, a couple axes, whatever you have on your belt. That's not uncommon to see spearmen in the SCA have like an 18 or a 20 inch where it's that question mark, is it a short sword or is it a long dagger?
Yeah. Like Mayari was saying too, with they're useful, those wings are useful for against other spears too.
Yes, they are. Boar spikes are useful for parrying other spears. It's good for locking up on shields. They're really elegant weapons that were very cheap to make.
Yeah.
I honestly love them, but I do the Norse. I do the Norse Viking in my fighting, so it's a very common thing for us to have spear, sword, axe, shield, all of these weapons and things, and have all of them.
Gotcha. Featherfall. Oh, crazy.
Featherfall is just blowing you up with roses.
I know. I have Featherfall a couple good sets before bed still.
Yeah. Why don't I let you go and get those sets in, brother?
Yeah, right. It's after midnight.
Yeah. But that's the advice I got on spear is it's definitely accuracy over power.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, I love that tip about using your own shield wall for it to help.
Yeah, because it gives you that guidance that much further ahead of you.
Right.
And then the other thing, never be afraid to ride the side of a shield.
Okay.
If you're doing a low strike, like coming out through between the shields, don't be afraid to ride the side of your own shield wall. Just like you would ride the top, ride the side. It gives you a lot more accuracy.
Gotcha.
It's kind of the difference between taking a 300-yard shot at a deer or a 50-yard shot at a deer.
Right.
You know.
Stabilize shaft of your spear on the shoulder of the frontmost enemy to get the enemy behind him.
Yep. That's very similar.
Disrespect.
Ultimate disrespect. Yes. But yeah, I'll let you go and finish up your sets for the evening, brother.
All right.
Like I said, a lot of that, it was paragraphs and paragraphs and paragraphs on spear treatise that I could have gotten into. But
yeah.
Just telling you, it goes a lot quicker.
Yeah, for sure. Plus, easier to talk than typing. Yeah, for sure. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. And if ever you're up here, I'm more than happy to sit there and be on the receiving end or the giving end and have the one-on-one trainings.
Yeah, right. All right.
So, hey, we'll talk to you later, brother.
All right, cool. Yeah, we're going to get a couple sets in here and then off to bed. Good talking with you about that.
Definitely.
Got a dip DM. Oh, yay. Hey, Mari. Hey, good. Well, glad you came by. So Featherfall had, for one, crazy Featherfall. Thank you. Let me hydrate before we do a set. Just for you, we're going to do, as we were talking, I actually wasn't really counting. I was kind of talking and listening. So, all those hits, not counting. We're at 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 7. We're over 2,000 hits. Feather, what I'm going to do for all those roses, we're going to do a super set. Let's get a beat on here. It is already 12:10. I'm going to do a 10-minute set. I think because that's a crazy donation to the beat. And I will see chat too. 30. Oh, cool. All right. There we go. We got 30 plus another 30. All right. Thank you for keeping track of that there. All right, so So we're gonna be on 10 more minutes. It's up. As soon as it hits 12:11, we'll be on till 12:21. For those roses, Feather, I appreciate it. Oh, there it is, 12:11. I'm gonna keep an eye on chat. Don't think I'm not gonna. All right, we got Feather bought us an extra 10 minutes, everybody. As the beat disappears, for your mind. I don't think I've ever done a 10-minute set. What's up, seamstress? $100. $150. We're doing seamstress. Oh my gosh. OG toast. We're $150. A 10-minute set. Thank you for that. Much appreciated. And always and thank you for sharing your knowledge too, by the way. Wow, I've never even seen that necklacing before. Much appreciated. We're at 160. Oh, I do have, that's 200. I do have this here. The beat kind of disappeared. It'll be a little more chill for right now. 10-minute set. You know what actually be? It would be an awesome time, like even just to have a dual stream where like to not just like online, but you know like a demonstration like together where it's not just hitting a dummy. A little bit of this hanging guards. Tin Man! What's up, Tin Man? Oh! Alright, check it out. This is about 280. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. Alright, that's 300. Tin Man. We're gonna this next 100 is for you. Here comes the beat. Yo, Mountain Boo hurt. Uh-oh. Wait, did Tin Man write something? Oh, go to bed. Hey, I'm going to bed too in a minute. I appreciate you coming by. And dropping that. Oh, we already lost track. We're starting. Here we go. Starting back over at 300. Just for you. Keeping the intensity going, I see. I was just thinking because it's after midnight. Was that too hard? Is that too hard, Mies? Because after midnight it resets. All right, that's 400. This is for the OG toast. Be moving around a bit more right here. Good night, Tin Man. Tin Man, good seeing you. I'm gonna be right behind you here in a little bit, going to bed too. Another 100. That's 400. And the perfume. Jeez. All right. Hats off to you again. I think I have some film from the dummy in my eye because it's so itchy. Talon, what up? Talon, thanks for hanging out again. Thanks for that like button. Got a little excited over that perfume there. Probably lost track of the count a little bit. We're pretty close to 500 though. Cutting through a little bit for OGs out there. I think we covered a lot of it. Oh, the spear talk was good. I think we covered a lot. Some good techniques. Nice. Glad that it was an interesting topic. I do hope out of anything, because I'm just hitting this dummy a million times that we have a good good content as far as the chat and stuff. How was work, by the way? hitting this dummy all the way up till the fight I have coming up. No days off. I used to take 3 or 4 days off. Oh, you're just getting. Oh man. Well then, I hope you have a good time. Odin Knight is. We have some. I don't know if there's any new people in chat that doesn't know Odin Knight already. Odin Knight, great boo herd. Yeah, I got you. I remember because we're in that same boat, the Night Shifters. So I hope you have a good night at work. As this song comes on, I can't get no sleep. Wait, the 10 minutes is up. Well, that sucks. Well, I guess what? You're getting to work. Tin Man's going to bed. All the night shifters, Odin, since you just got here, we'll keep the set going a little bit. Feeling it today. I got you. Yo! All right. I swear to you, every time I was like going to say, hey, well, I'm going to go to bed. Because Odin. Oh, join for repost. Well, heck yeah. Heck yeah. All right, so we'll get a couple more. I had a huge Featherfall had this huge donation. I was like, we're doing that was the end of a 10-minute set right there. Let's keep it going because it ended on a 20. So it'll be 21. To the end of this song. Odin! It's like calisthenics up in here tonight. Thanks for that like button, 30. Alright, we're doing a couple. Wind it down here. That was like a 10-minute set. If I'm not mistaken, we did 800. I'm not counting these as we're winding down. Oh no! Here we go. Let's do another last kicking the can down the road. I am fairly certain we've done over 800 as I've done a couple extra. We're going to just round it up to 1,000 for that sombrero, for the mustache. All right. Monkey, because Monkey's here. Monkey, I didn't see right when you posted. What up, Monkey? Thanks for liking the live. Last negotiation. 200. That should put it at 1,000. No, we've not written down. I really need an accountant and some shorts to sit here and keep track of it all sometimes. All right, 200. Get some sleep. I need a counter sometimes on here. Who needs a fan? I just smashed it. Oh well, whatever. We're gonna start over because that made me lose track. Next flight, 12:30, 1 week from today, at the South Carolina Upstate Ren Fair. I missed a knee. Whoops, and I just let one rip. Sorry. Let one rip. I'm just only saying it because I know y'all out there probably heard it. Alright. Definitely that's over 100. 100 to go. We will dual stream. Yeah, that would be an awesome stream. Alright. Tiny Donnie, OG Toast. Much respect. Props to you and everybody who's even tuned in last 100. We'll put us at 1,000 to write on the board. I'm trying to wait for the beat. Here we go. Ooh, some busted duck with a wrap shot. This beat's kind of like tricky. It keeps disappearing. Alright. So that's 1,000 to write down. It's like I can't stop. So we gotta wind down a little bit here. If I had to swear on $1 million that we did 1,000 since 11 after 12, I would take that bet. I'm certain of it. But like I said, if I didn't, don't worry. Once we hit the million, we'll have an insurance broadcast where we'll do another like 10,000 after. Because once in a while we could. I think I've undercounted. Thank you, OG. I thank you. Let me write this in purple. Alright, so here's where we're at. For an estimate today, 1, 16, 2, 27, 2750. Well, oh, as the actual, the whole thing just ended. That was like incredible timing.
If you guys want more, no worries.
Well, how about that? We actually timed it exactly with the end of the DJ broadcast. All right, that was really weird. All right, let's count this again because that made me forget. 1, 2, 24, 27, 30. Oh shit, we're over 3,000. 3250, something like that. So yeah, all right. The highlight from today, because I'm getting backed up on videos, will be in 2 days. Tomorrow, I'm uploading the 5 vs 5. Heck yeah, Talon, and you have a good day at work. Good time if possible. Good night at work. Tomorrow, I'm going to upload the 5 vs 5 Dragon Con highlights that I have. I tried to download the whole live stream I had, and you know what happened? Only like a half hour of it is usable footage. So I made a highlight video of them wearing the sunglasses. It'll be fun. That's tomorrow's upload. Plus, yeah, we'll get to it. Yeah, Tom, good night work. OG, thanks for hanging out, talking, all that stuff, like always. Odin, if you're there, appreciate seeing you there. And who is all still here? OG does Featherfall, Talon, and Waffle. Back for the night shift. We did another 3,000 plus. So that's a whole day off. It's a whole day we made up for when I was slacking and missed a day. I'm gonna my next fight is Saturday. I will probably, I don't know if I'm gonna take the dummy or not. We'll see. Yeah. So hey everybody, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you soon. Tomorrow, a little bit in armor. I just don't know what time because I got to pick up my daughter in the morning. If I can wake up early enough, we'll have a morning live stream too. All right, everybody. Yeah, Talon, right when you're getting off work, I might be trying to wake up. You too, everybody. Have a good rest of the night. Thanks for hanging out for techno and sword stuff.